Hello Dumaguete, hello Negros Oriental, and hello Sillimanians around the world. On behalf of Ronelyn Faith Vailoces-No, this is Joshua Soldivillo, and you're watching #Silliman. This is a magazine show that talks about different aspects of Silliman University, a program initiated to discuss different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You're watching #Silliman. Maayong gabi sa tanan, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Daghang salamat for joining another episode. We thank you for making us as your Monday night company. And of course, friends, here in Silliman University, we are offering a lot of programs, a lot of certificate trainings, a lot of degrees. But tonight we are joined by, I would say, occupants of the Katipunan Hall. The Katipuneros, I would love to call them. We are from the first floor of the Katipunan Hall, our friends from the English and Literature Department, and tonight we'll be featuring their English Orientation Program and Language Learning Center. We are glad that we are joined by Dr. Joan Generoso. Good evening, Ma'am Joan. Welcome to #Silliman.
Hello, good evening, Josh. Thank you for having us here.
All right. And we have also another colleague from the English Department, Assistant Professor Jennifer Eva Solitana.
Hello, good evening.
And we are also joined by an alumnus of the program. We have James D. Hi, James. Welcome to #Silliman.
Hi, Kuya. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So I love the energy, Ma'am Joan and Ma'am Jenny, and of course James, because I think this is one of the main programs of the English and Literature Department, the English Orientation Program. So without further ado, can you please share to us an overview of the program and essentially what are the objectives of this?
Okay.
So maybe I can start.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. This is a 21 unit course. So when we say 21 unit course, this consists of 7 different classes, right, Ma'am Joan? So this program is designed to cater to students of non-English backgrounds.
Okay.
So basically, the design here is so that these students would be prepared for college level mainstream classes. However, we also do cater to transient students.
Meaning?
Meaning these are adult learners.
I see.
Like, I can recall we had students even ranging from 40 to 60-year-old.
Very inclusive program.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them before at this age bracket, they were either ministers or those who are doing their, how do we call it? They're pastors or ministers, or sometimes these are mothers who have their children at the elementary school of Silliman University.
Wow.
And then they just would like to also update their skills and improve their English proficiencies.
Okay, so I would describe the program, Ma'am Jen, as something that's very inclusive. At the same time, very helpful, no, for different reasons. May it be for church work, for parental work if you have a non-English speaker. And at the same time, this also goes to show how equipped we are when it comes to offering these kinds of programs. But I believe, Dr. Joan, that since you have a very diverse learners, how do you also manage this diversity when it comes to the proficiency? Because, for example, in a class, they would, different levels. So how do you accommodate this diversity, ma'am?
Yeah, so actually the objective of the course is actually for individuals, coming from non-English medium background. So the objective is for these learners to gain a better proficiency, okay, in order to achieve for them to be proficient in the use of the English language. Now, going back to the courses offered by our the program. So we have actually 7 subjects. So these 7 subjects, we have reading and writing, reading, speaking, listening, speaking. We also have communicative grammar. We have conversation. And what Ma'am Jenny said a while ago, preparing them for tertiary work in college, in the mainstream. We have two subjects. We have academic reading, and we also have academic writing.
Wow, very comprehensive.
Yes, so these courses actually prepare our learners in the mainstream.
Right.
So the question a while ago, you asked us about how we address
because
the
they
students.
comes in different levels.
Yeah, with diverse proficiency level. So before the start of the program, we actually give them pre-assessment, diagnostic test for us to know their current level.
Yes.
So the results of the assessment actually help instructors to tailor their content, the strategies, the materials.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why we need to give this, diagnostic test, assessment test. And aside from that, we also have like interactive classroom activities, presentations that would foster interaction among our learners with different proficiency levels.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Dr. Joan.
Maybe Ma'am Jenny can add.
Which part?
Right. So I think that's very comprehensive. At the same time, very student-centered.
That's right.
As you are really taking a look at the level of the students and then work based on the results of the assessment.
That's right.
Now, I was looking at the materials of the English orientation program, and one of the highlights there is that you have this immersive kind of experience for our students or enrollees of the program. Why did you intend to put that kind of approach, an immersion kind of approach in the EO? Is this more of to put more context socially, or it will be much more lighter, or it will be more authentic?
Yes, exactly. That's the word. We wanted to make it organic or authentic, so the students do not only just learn or sharpen their skills in English within the classroom, they also go out. And in fact, based on the assessment and recommendation of the teachers of EO, these students, they are recommended whether they would be invited to be in a senior high course, in an actual senior high section, or if they are somehow advanced, then they would be invited to be in a freshman mainstream college English course. So I guess James can talk about his experience.
James, can you share to us your experience?
Yes.
And at the same time, what year did you join the EO program? And maybe you can also share to us what piqued your interest in terms of joining the program.
Experience in immersion class overall had a great impact in my student life. It helped us. Luckily, I was able to join one of the GE. I was able to join GE5 class, and during the class, the teacher was very interactive with not only me but also students and overall, and that didn't leave me behind. That felt me very welcome in the classroom, and the teacher actually gave us assignments, not only for the actual students, for me as well. So I got an opportunity to be very hardworking. So it not only give us, it not only enhances our skills in English, as well as it also
shapes your discipline.
Yes,
I see. So I think our televiewers are curious, James, which country you're from, and perhaps you can share to us also the college that you are coming from also.
For those who are wondering, I'm from Myanmar, which is very close to Thailand.
Can you greet our televiewers a good evening using your language in Myanmar?
Alome Menganya Nekimba. Well, that means good evening, everyone.
Okay. I wish I could follow that. What's it again? Good evening.
Minglanya Nekimba.
Okay, good evening, guys. All right. So you're from Myanmar. Very interesting. And then here you are in Silliman University. So, James, so far, what do you think is your favorite experience in the EO program?
During the EO program, there are so many things to learn since there are 7 subjects.
Right.
And which was really, it sounds very intimidating. However, if you're in actual classroom, teachers are very inclusive, you know, and despite the backgrounds of their, the students' identity or their educations. And my favorite subject would be grammar classes and academic writing classes, which was Ma'am Jenny's class. And I'm a person who loves writing a lot, so it actually instructed the right way to write paragraphs and stuff in the correct way. And also, you know, most of the students think once they can speak a little bit of English, they think they have professionally the enough level to, you know, communicate. However, it was not correct for me. I was using incorrect grammars, you know, during classroom, which was very informal, and somehow I think it was annoying for some of the students. And it helped me a lot, so yes.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's part of the process of learning, James. Just one more question before I go back to Dr. Joan and Ma'am Jenny. If you are going to rate in your improvement, like the before and after from 1 to 10, your, let's say, your proficiency in English, like before enrolling in the EO program from 1 to 10, how would you rate your proficiency?
Be honest.
No pressure. Like before taking the EO program.
I would say before I was 6.5.
6.5, and then
and after the classroom, I think I had at least 7.5 or 8.
Wow. That's a major improvement.
It was, sir. It was indeed.
Okay, thank you, James.
Thank you.
Let's go now to the different communicative situations, Dr. Joan, because you've mentioned that there are 7 subjects. Basically, what are the situations that you train them to improve their proficiency in the language? Do you do like a pair, think, share setups? Do you do some singing? Or perhaps do you do some dance also? So how do you engage in different communicative situations your students?
We do collaborative task, presentations, group discussion, peer mentoring, especially for like advanced, we have advanced students in the English orientation. And one of them, of course, is James. He's more advanced. So we actually make use of like language modeling, something, language modeling use. Okay, and then we also ask these advanced students, one of them is James, to actually facilitate discussion.
Because, you know, when they get to facilitate, they also get to learn and
That's
polish and learn more, right? That's a wonderful approach.
So a wide range of strategies.
Yes. Maybe you want to add more on that, Ma'am Jen?
This is supposed to be a secret.
Okay. We are unveiling a secret today. We're revealing a secret.
Yeah, it's not really a favorite, but I usually do this at the beginning of the class. I did mention earlier that we wanted to make it organic, right?
Yeah.
So most of our tasks, most of our activities are task-based, and students are immersed right away in the activity. So on the first day, they, of course, they say hi, and then I would ask them to write questions immediately, like no matter how rough the questions are, and then they would be, I hope, surprised. And I would send them outside the classroom to ask and interview somebody that they see around the campus.
Using that question.
Yes. Excluding teachers, and because sometimes they would ask the guards, and the guards are very friendly. They would, you know, but so I tell them, you ask the questions to students who they would see in the cafe, or what do you call them? Kiosks. Yeah. So they are put right away there, and then they swim, sink or swim.
Yeah, and I think they get to, you know, socially apply it, right?
Yes.
Because it's a different thing that you're in the classroom learning this when it's a different experience when you really have a partner or you have a stranger. And I think that also address, if you are shy, at least it's a stranger, you don't know that person.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's on the first day.
Wow. Ma'am Jen, James, and Dr. John, we're just going to pause for a short break. But when we come back, let's talk about the challenges. Because you are language teachers after all, do you think is the most challenging part? And of course, we also ask James, as a student learning English, what is the most challenging part? And how do you get to manage to pull off the challenge. All of that and more when hashtag Silliman returns. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and you're still watching Hashtag Silliman. Daghang salamat for staying with us. We're still joined by our Katipuneros, Dr. Joan Generoso, and of course, Asst. Professor Jen. Of course, to me, we are from the Katipunan Hall.
Yes.
Or Katipuneros or Katipuneras.
Neros.
But kidding aside, before we took a short break, I actually threw a question about the challenge in teaching, students to improve their English proficiency. What do you think is the most challenging part of doing this? Dr.
Actually,
Joe?
for me, it's usually during the first few weeks of the program. Students are very quiet,
Okay.
very silent.
Still-
Considering that these students are coming from different
Very diverse
countries,
backgrounds.
yes, different linguistic backgrounds, right? So they're very quiet at first. So that's actually a challenge. Now, what I usually do as a teacher, as an instructor, is I gave them language games.
Games.
Language games, group discussion, activities that would foster interaction among the members of the group.
That's nice.
So we really have to eliminate this inhibition.
Break
They are
the
inhibited.
boundaries.
Break the boundaries.
Break the
because
walls.
break the wall, break the ice, whatever. We have to break those.
Break a leg.
Break for them to really, speak out.
Right, and open up.
Open up.
Yeah.
So we really have, that's actually,
That's
the
nice.
challenge.
That's nice.
So activities, varied activities.
I like
just
the
to,
games. Maybe I
games, language games.
I can join one of the games
yeah,
later
or
on.
sometimes we dance, we sing.
Yeah, that's also nice.
Just for, to make them, comfortable with one another in the
Yes.
group.
Right.
That's usually the scenario during the first few weeks. And after that,
This is
they're
the
very
response.
familiar with one another.
Right.
So when you enter the classroom, they would not notice you anymore because they keep on, socializing with one
The
another.
chika-chika.
Chika-chika, yes.
Okay. How about you, Ma'am Jen? What do you think is the most
Joan was
challenging?
actually right. I think that's also the greatest hurdle that we have to tackle. It's most of the students, since they come from non-English speaking backgrounds, although some of the students have already enrolled in special English classes,
Right.
like James, he did. But then it would take us some time to explain to them that they are in the Philippines. They don't just focus on memorizing grammar.
Correct.
But they really have to be immersed.
Yes.
That the kind of techniques, the strategies that we are using might be different. As I have mentioned earlier, it's more of task-based. So the teacher would facilitate. We don't always do
the talking.
the talking or lecturing. I don't think you can remember me doing a lecture. So we expose them to different activities and tasks that would really make them try to stay afloat.
And at the same time, it challenges them.
Yes.
It challenges them.
Right.
That's
It sharpens their skill that
Yeah.
way.
James, how about you? What is the most challenging part as a learner also, and how do you try to overcome these challenges?
I wouldn't say I had challenges, not really.
Okay.
Because
No pressure.
teachers
You
overall
graduated
are
already.
honestly I think Filipinos in general are very friendly and very welcoming, and as a teachers they're also very encouraging in classrooms. So I wouldn't call I had difficulties of learning. However, since I've never seen in my life that EO program has been divided into 7 subjects. I've never seen that much of subjects in one English, so which was hard to comprehend. However, after the program, I was able to understand why we needed to study all those subjects and in breakdowns.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
Yes.
Yes.
May I add?
Sure.
He did mention about the 7 subjects, right? You're right.
Yes,
These
ma'am.
subjects are interrelated. Yeah.
True.
And so here he is, the president of High Sol.
But you know, before he joined the program,
Yes.
he
Yes.
already has a very good command
Basic
of the
level.
English language.
He rated himself at 6.5.
Yeah, but I think that's higher than 6.5.
A humble
Because I was the one who interviewed him, like during your first, right?
I remember
time.
that day.
Right.
I do.
Your first time in Silliman.
Yeah, but of course, we always have that room to improve.
Yeah, right.
True.
And
So-
more than the, I would say, proficiency that we improve, it's also more on finding new friends,
Correct.
finding new mentors,
That's right.
and making so good memories, right?
Right.
Dr. Joan and Ma'am Jen, I know you've been into this program for years, and I will not mention numbers
Years.
as this will disclose
Ladies don't need numbers.
demographic profile. But through the years, what is your major takeaway in teaching and in engaging with students? What is the major learning experience that you have had as a teacher? And at the same time, how do you feel about it? What is your feeling? And perhaps you can also share, maybe has it changed some disposition or perspective in your life?
Okay.
Maybe this is on a personal, this is a personal
personal.
question. Yeah.
I'll start because I know Ma'am Joan has a lot to share.
Laglaga na to.
Sige lang, I just...
Basically, I love culture. Yeah, we
Okay.
started with
True.
culture, and it's not just teaching the students, but we learn a lot. I learn a lot from these students. Their culture, what they love, what they want to learn more, things that they're not very comfortable about that I didn't know. So in these class situations, we learn and we sharpen their English skills at the same time. We learn so much about who we are as people, as community.
Yeah.
So that also becomes a cultural education for yourself, right?
Correct.
That there are things that new discoveries.
Right, and of course, we are very proud in Silliman. We, of course, learn through the 5 C's.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
James and Ma'am Joan can mention about it.
How about you, Ma'am Jo?
Personally,
Yeah.
teaching a diverse group, actually, like diverse, actually is like brings out the best in me.
Wow.
Why? Because I have to be more creative
Okay.
in my
True.
teaching. I have to be more understanding.
It also develops your patience.
That's right. So that's why I would say it brings out the best in me, and I also learn while teaching.
Right.
Learn from them, like learn from their culture. Sorry.
Characters.
And also, it makes you to be very, very like creative in like dealing with these students. Now, for me, I just don't teach the language, but I also build friendships with the EO
Oh,
students.
that's so wonderful.
When in fact, they keep on coming back, our former students. And they are friends. They are our friends. And they even consider like Silliman Dumaguete their second home.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's very fulfilling and satisfying
Right.
teaching this, diverse group of students.
How about you, James? What do you think is the major learning takeaway that you have in the EO program? And would you say that you have more friends now and you have more confident as far as your proficiency is concerned?
EO program was the first program that I have to learn once I set my foot here in the Philippines. And the teachers and the professor, they didn't let me down. They actually helped me build, just like Ma'am says, she brings all students together, which help us build friendships throughout the programs. And it is true that Dumaguete has become my second home, and I'm pretty sure all of my friends said the same. We have been to Manila, we stayed there for a couple of weeks, and we hated it. Dumaguete here is really nice. Silliman especially is very welcoming and very, just being here feels the positive atmosphere and, just with the people. So I love it here.
All
And,
right.
Yeah. It's true.
That's so good, James, because, well, of course, regardless if you have the best teachers, the best resources, the best
Correct.
facility, But if you don't have that conducive environment to learn, I think it will also be very challenging
Indeed.
for you to successfully improve your proficiency. So I think one factor is that conducive environment to learn, very friendly, amicable, and of course, very gorgeous and very
Katapunero.
Katipunera.
empowered teachers, no? Katipuneras. But kidding aside, as much as I want to extend our fun and lovely conversation, we're running out of time. Perhaps you can promote the EO program, and at the same time, what are the numbers to phone? What are the maybe pages that they have to visit? Do you have a website? Please go ahead.
Okay, so for those who are interested, not only for the program, if you are interested anything about Silliman University, so please visit our official Silliman website at su.edu.ph. And for those who would like to contact, ask questions, further clarifications, or any inquiry about the English orientation program and even our intensive English program, you can email us through the English department.
Yeah, you can. They can email us at like English orientation at su.edu.ph or English at su.edu.ph.
Okay.
And they can also contact our department secretary.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And
62000
420
1901. Yes.
The local is
350.
350.
Thank you, Josh.
So once again, that's 420-1901. Local
350.
350.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
I would be very willing to answer any query if you
Yeah.
would email me. May I mention my email
Sure. Go ahead,
address?
Ma'am Jen.
That's Jennifer, JENNIFERA, Solitana at su.edu.ph. So you are all welcome to Silliman.
All right.
Yes.
This is just a quick question. Do you have like a sort of homecoming also for your EO graduates, or
Just a graduation.
just a graduation?
For now.
Hopefully
For
you can
now.
have.
Yeah. That's a very
In the
good,
future.
very good suggestion.
All right.
Like a homecoming.
Yeah, a homecoming for
Yeah,
some.
why
Sounds
not?
very good.
Okay.
not? Thank you.
Anyway, don't forget to dial those numbers and
Never
visit
guys.
their
I would love
Facebook page of the Silliman University Facebook page, no? And of course, you can check our website for that. On that note, daghang kayong salamat,
Yeah, thank
Dr.
you.
Joan,
Thank
Ma'am
you very
Jenny,
much.
and James. Before
Thank
we
you,
let you go,
Kuya.
please invite everyone to join EO in using Myanmar language. Come on.
That will be too long though.
I mean, just a
short.
short. Yeah.
အားလုံးပဲ EU program ကိုကောင်းမှုစပညာသင်ကြားလို့ရပါတယ်လို့
Okay. I hope those are nice words.
I try to shorten it.
James, thank you very
Yes.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully we can invite you again for another cycle of conversation. Maybe you have new features and maybe another program at the English and Literature Department. And thank you very much once again.
Thank you,
you.
Kuya.
All
It's a
right,
pleasure.
there you go, friends, Sillimanians. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we hope that you are enjoying your evening, and please continue supporting us. See you next week. To God be the glory. Hey there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Daghang salamat for joining another episode of #Silliman. Please support our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your favorite episodes. And we also have a YouTube channel. It's still called #Silliman. Don't forget to like and share and click the notification bell for you to be updated with our recent posts. And of course, we are airing every Monday night. That's 8 p.m. via Channel 6, Phil Products, Dumaguete. And our replays will be aired every Tuesday before the noontime news and Saturdays after the noontime news. Sitting on behalf of Ronelyn, Vailoces-No, this has been Joshua Soldivillo. Kita-kits next week, only here on #Silliman. Bye!